stay focused and energized using G Fuel, you can use the discount code OGXRAYZ to get 10% off your entire order. So you just unlocked the FG42, one of the best weapons in Call of Duty World War II, and you want to know what is the best class setup for this. Now you probably already know, one of the first things you should do is you should put extended mags on this guy because it's one of the only drawbacks this thing has. But let's go ahead and do a full in-depth look at the FG42, what are the downsides and what to do to make this even better than it already is by itself. So let's go ahead and jump into the FG42 best class setup. Alright, so the FG42, as we all know, is an assault rifle. It's one of the ones you get towards the end of your leveling up towards prestige, and it's definitely one of the better ones. It's definitely one of those situations where the saying leaving the best for last is definitely applied to this. They can also say that about the bar because the bar is also an amazing weapon, but the FG42 is up there, right up there with it. And it's definitely, obviously, one that you unlock before you get to the bar, so you probably want to know, well, what is the best class setup? Alright, so let's go ahead and talk about this class setup. Now, the very first thing we should focus on is going to be the division. What division should you use? And the obvious choice is going to be to use the Infantry Division because of the benefits it has towards assault rifles. One of the big ones being that you can actually strafe and move around a lot faster if you have this, similar like if you're using stock in previous Call of Duties or using the marksman perk. Now this is actually very clutch. You want to have this because with this you're gonna be able to engage in a lot more gunfights, get out of gunfights quickly, and also be able to have that little bit of a tactical advantage when it comes to strafing around corners or strafing around behind a head glitch spot. Definitely want to have this. And then the other added benefit, which is also a very big benefit, is it gives you an extra attachment slot. So you can go from having 2 to 3 and 3 to 4 if you end up using the attachment, the basic training primed. Now primed allows you to basically have an extra attachment on your weapon, and it'll let you have 4 attachments on the FG42, and I recommend having 4. You can have 3 if you want. Definitely one of these you can swap out if you want, but the ones I highly recommend, probably the most important one, you want to have extended mags. This thing only has 20 rounds in the magazine. You want to have extra mags, and with the extra mags it makes it on par with a regular assault rifle of having 30 rounds in a magazine. Believe me, you want to have that because you'll be running out and reloading a ton if you don't have it. I kind of wish it was more of a 25-30 range, and then you could toss extended mags on it, but it does kind of suck. But it is one of those drawbacks that you can work with and improve on. So extended mags, number one thing. The 2 other ones that I would highly recommend, not as high as the extended mags obviously, but if you want to toss it on there, you can swap these out depending on if you're using the primed basic training. But it's going to be quick draw and grip. Now quick draw, obviously, if you're going to be doing a lot more rushing, you want to use quick draw. If you're not, if you're going to be kind of staying back, chilling, and using the assault rifle more from behind cover, you don't really need it. But if you do want to, I would definitely recommend having quick draw. Grip is one of those where you definitely want to use because it's going to make it so your recoil pattern is a little bit more predictable, and you can use it to help improve your long range gunfights. Now with that said, the 4th attachment, this is another one that you can swap, you can put it in, you can take it out if you want. It's going to be rapid fire. Now the reason I said rapid fire is because this weapon does shoot a little bit slow. Now it is a very good weapon. You don't need to have rapid fire for this thing to absolutely shred. But if you're someone like me who enjoys having a little bit of a faster firing weapon, and then rapid fire works pretty good on this weapon, it makes it so it can shred just a little bit more. Again, you can swap this out. You don't need to have it. If you have primed and you have 4 attachments, I would recommend having this one. The iron sights are not the best. You can swap this out for a red dot sight if you really wanted to, or you could keep the rapid fire if you really wanted as well. It depends on your own personal play style. And then secondary, you can use whatever you want. I just use a pistol and my quick draw along with the lethal. I just use a nade. That's pretty much it. Nothing really matters from that. But that is, guys, the entire class setup on the FG42. That is what I like to run on my FG42. And it's a sick weapon. I have a lot of fun with it. It's definitely one of the better weapons in the game, and I really hope that it stays this way and doesn't end up getting nerfed by Activision, because I kind of have a feeling it's going to happen because it's so good. And I wish everything else gets buffed so it's on level of the FG42 in the bar, but we'll definitely see. But for now, this is the best class setup. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, drop a like on the video. It is appreciated. And if you are brand new to the channel, if you want to see more content like this, obviously make sure you subscribe and you turn on notifications by hitting that little bell icon down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Follow me on Twitter, best place to talk. And if you want to check out my gaming channel, link to that down below. I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.